Everybody dreams about moving to rural Colorado. The mountain views, the acreage, the horses, the peace and quiet. But there are a lot of things people don't realize until after they move here. And honestly, some of those can be very expensive surprises. So today, we're talking about the real side of living in rural Colorado. The stuff nobody tells you about before buying acreage property, horse property, or moving outside of the suburbs. And if you're considering areas like Elizabeth, Franktown, Kiowa, Elbert, or other rural parts of Colorado, this video could save you a lot of stress, money, and regret. My name is Marjorie Engel with Ingle Homes Group here in Colorado. My team and I help people buy, sell, and invest all over Elbert County, Douglas County, Parker, Elizabeth, Franktown, Castle Rock, and surrounding areas. If you're thinking about moving to Colorado and want honest information from someone who actually lives the rural lifestyle, make sure you subscribe because we post videos every week about what it's really like living here. Not all acreage is actually usable. One of the biggest mistakes buyers make is assuming acreage automatically means usable land. That is absolutely not true. Some properties may technically have 5 acres, but half of it is a steep terrain, or it's heavily treed, or it's in a floodplain, or it has rocky ground, or difficult to access. Some people move here dreaming of horses, barns, workshops, or livestock, and then realize the property doesn't actually work for those things. You also need to pay attention to fencing, easements, soil quality, water access, and county restrictions. Not all acreage is created equal. Well and septic systems can feel intimidating at first. In rural Colorado, many homes are not connected to city water or sewer. That means you may have a private well, septic tank, a leach field. You may be on propane. Sometimes you might even have a cistern. And honestly, inspections on all of these systems are so incredibly important. A bad septic system can cost tens of thousands of dollars to replace. You also need to understand permitted versus non-permitted wells, household use only wells, livestock allowances, water rights, well production, and maintenance responsibilities. This is why working with an agent who understands rural properties matters so much. Your internet may not be what you expect. Nobody talks about this enough. Internet availability can vary drastically depending on the property. Some rural homes have amazing fiber internet. Others barely have service. And if you work from home, homeschool, stream, game, or rely heavily on internet, this is something you need to verify before you buy. Do not assume just because a property is close to Parker or Castle Rock that the internet will automatically be good. Snow hits differently out here. Snow in rural Colorado is a completely different experience than in suburbia. Some homes have long driveways, dirt roads, steep access roads, private road maintenance agreements, which means you may be responsible for plowing yourself. And honestly, wind can be just as big of an issue as snow in some rural areas. You learn quickly where the drifts happen, which roads ice over, and why having the right vehicle matters. Wildlife isn't just a fun bonus. People move to rural Colorado because they want wildlife, until wildlife starts causing problems. You may regularly see deer, coyotes, foxes, hawks, wild turkeys, elk, even mountain lions in some areas. And while it's beautiful, it also means protecting pets, securing chickens or livestock, dealing with fencing issues, and understanding that nature is very real out here. This isn't HOA suburbia anymore. You're probably going to drive more than you think. One thing people underestimate is how much more driving they'll do. Need groceries? Drive. Kids in sports? Drive. Dinner? That's a drive. Target run? Drive. And honestly, a lot of rural Colorado families spend a significant amount of time in the car. For some people, it's completely worth it. For others, it becomes exhausting. Maintenance costs can be a lot higher. Acreage properties usually comes with more maintenance. You may have fencing repairs, tree mitigation, grading driveways, snow removal, well maintenance, septic pumping, propane refills, barn maintenance, weed control, animal care. People sometimes focus only on the purchase price and keep forgetting about the long-term upkeep. It's quieter, but it's also darker and much more isolated. People love the peace and quiet of rural living, but there's also another side to it too. At night, it gets very dark. You're further from neighbors, stores, emergency services, and sometimes even cell service. For some people, that peacefulness is the dream. For others, it can feel isolating, especially if you're used to being in busy neighborhoods. Rural properties have more things to investigate. Buying rural property usually involves a lot more due diligence. You may need to investigate septic permits, well permits, water rights, surveys, boundary lines, easements, road agreements, covenants, zoning, livestock restrictions, fire mitigation requirements. And honestly, rural real estate is not something you want to navigate blindly. Now, after all of those warnings, here's the funny part. Most people who truly love rural Colorado never really want to move back. They fall in love with the sunsets, the stars at night, open space, privacy, wildlife, mountain views, slower pace of life, and having room to breathe. There's something about sitting on your deck, watching the sunrise over your acreage that's hard to explain until you experience it. And honestly, that's why so many people are making the move. So if you're thinking about moving to rural Colorado, don't let this video scare you. The goal is just to help you understand what the lifestyle actually looks like, because for the right person, it can absolutely be incredible. I just want you to be informed. Thank you so much for watching. If you're thinking about buying acreage, horse property, or moving anywhere in Elbert County, Douglas County, Elizabeth, Franktown, Kiowa, Parker, or surrounding areas, my team and I would love the opportunity to help you. Feel free to call, text, email, or message us anytime. We're happy to answer any questions and help you figure out what type of property truly fits your lifestyle. And if you've enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment below what Colorado topic you want us to cover next.